Cancer, lately you've been feeling things so deeply, even more than usual. You've been absorbing the energy around you, maybe carrying emotions that aren't even yours. You're sensitive, intuitive, and caring, and sometimes that means you feel the world in high definition. But this message today isn't about being overwhelmed. It's about remembering your strength. You've been growing quietly in ways you don't even realize. What's coming through now is clarity. A reminder that your emotions aren't your weakness. They're your compass. Hey, beautiful soul, I'm Aira. You've been moving through a season of healing, reflection, maybe even emotional confusion, but you're not lost. You've just been learning to listen to yourself again. The universe guided you here because you're about to understand why certain things had to happen exactly the way they did. There's purpose in the patterns, and the energy coming through today will help you see that. Your first message is deep knowing. Cancer, your intuition has been speaking, softly, repeatedly, but you might have been doubting it. This card reminds you that you already know what's true, even if you've been second-guessing yourself. Whether it's about a relationship, a decision, or a direction in life, your gut has been trying to guide you. You just need to trust it again. This energy calls for quiet confidence. You don't have to explain your intuition to anyone. You sense things before they unfold. That's your gift. When you stop needing external validation and start honoring what your inner voice says, peace follows. Sometimes your intuition feels uncomfortable because it's pulling you away from what's familiar but not aligned. Trust that inner discomfort. It's protection, not punishment. Emotionally, this card says you've outgrown a certain pattern. Maybe caretaking others to your own exhaustion or ignoring red flags to keep the peace. Deep knowing tells you, it's time to listen when something feels off. You don't need to fix everyone. You just need to trust yourself enough to walk away from what drains you. And practically, this message points to decision-making. A choice you've been postponing will soon need an answer. Go with what feels right in your body, not just what sounds logical. Your inner knowing is wiser than your overthinking mind. Next, we have time to go. Cancer, this is about endings, gentle but necessary ones. You've reached the end of a certain chapter, even if part of you still wants to hold on. Maybe it's a situation, a connection, or even an old version of yourself. This card doesn't bring sadness, it brings freedom. You've learned what you needed to learn. Now it's time to release. You're not walking away in defeat. You're walking toward peace. Time to go reminds you that not every ending means something went wrong. Some cycles end simply because you've grown beyond them. You've evolved, and what once matched your energy no longer does. That's not loss, that's alignment. Emotionally, this can feel bittersweet. Cancers love deeply and attach meaning to everything, so letting go can feel like tearing away a part of your heart. But this is your transformation moment. You're stepping into emotional maturity, knowing when to nurture and when to detach. Practically, this card may show up as a nudge to make a change. Leave a job, shift an environment, or simply change your habits. You've been staying somewhere out of comfort, but now your soul is craving expansion. The universe is asking you to trust the unknown more than the familiar. Your next message is the fates. Cancer? This is where you realize everything that's been happening has had divine timing behind it. You've been through situations that made you question, why me? But this card brings peace, because now you'll start to see the hidden order behind the chaos. Some experiences weren't meant to break you, they were meant to build your faith in divine orchestration. You're learning that not everything is within your control. The people who left, the delays that frustrated you, even the moments that hurt, all of it shaped your emotional strength. The fates reminds you that what's meant for you cannot be taken. What didn't work out was never supposed to hold your destiny. Emotionally, this brings deep healing. You're being guided to forgive, not for them, but for yourself. Carrying resentment keeps you tied to the past, and the universe wants you free. Forgiveness doesn't mean you condone, it means you're ready to reclaim your energy. And practically, this is a reminder to stop micromanaging your life. You can set intentions, take action, but let go of the outcome. Your blessings are aligning. They just need you to trust the timing instead of fighting it. Before we move forward, Cancer, if this reading is resonating deeply and you're ready for a more personal, in-depth look at your energy and path, I'm offering private readings now. You can find all the details in the description. I'd love to connect with your energy one-on-one. Your next card is Clean It Up. Cancer, this is all about clearing emotional and energetic clutter. You've been holding on to too much, people's problems, past memories, old guilt, and it's weighing you down. This card is your gentle push to release it. You can't pour into everyone and still feel empty inside. It's time to reclaim your emotional space. This is your chance to detox emotionally. Not by cutting off everyone, but by learning where your responsibility ends. You can love someone deeply and still protect your peace. Cleaning up your energy means saying no when you need rest, setting boundaries without guilt, and finally letting go of what's been stuck in your heart for too long. There's a self-worth message here too. You've been the healer, the listener, the comforter, but it's time to be that for yourself. You don't owe anyone constant availability. You owe yourself stability. When your emotional space clears, your intuition sharpens, and you'll notice how quickly new blessings start flowing in. And practically, Clean It Up also points to organization. Your physical environment mirrors your mind. Start small. Your room, your workspace, your digital life. When you make space outside, you feel clearer inside. That's how energy resets. Next up is building blocks. Cancer, this is your foundation energy. The reminder that what you're creating now will last. You've learned a lot through trial and error, but every lesson has been building strength beneath the surface. This is your moment to build your life intentionally, not emotionally. You're starting to make choices based on self-respect, not fear of loss. That's huge growth. You're realizing that boundaries don't push people away. They attract the right ones. Building blocks says the universe is helping you create stability, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. What you start now has long-term potential. Emotionally, you're also learning that you don't need others to validate your worth. You're building confidence from within. The Cancer heart is soft, but it's powerful. And when you use that emotional depth to fuel your dreams instead of your fears, nothing can stop you. And before we move to your last message, if this reading's been speaking to you, take a second to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps this community grow and brings these messages to more Cancer souls who need them. Let me know in the comments what part resonated most for you. I love hearing your stories. Your final energy is milk and honey. Cancer, this is your reward energy, the emotional sweetness after a long stretch of lessons. You've done the hard work, the emotional clearing, the letting go. Now the universe is saying, it's safe to receive again. This is a phase of comfort, warmth, and simple joys returning to your life. You've been in survival mode for a while, but that's ending. You're stepping into a time where things start flowing instead of forcing. Milk and honey reminds you that you deserve softness, love that feels calm, days that feel light, and peace that doesn't demand exhaustion. There's a beautiful reminder here about gratitude, too. The more you notice the little blessings, a good conversation, a quiet moment, a kind gesture, the more abundance multiplies. Joy grows when it's acknowledged. You're not chasing happiness anymore. You're realizing it's been within you all along. And practically, this can bring in real-world blessings, financial relief, emotional healing, or new opportunities that actually feel good. You've earned this peace. The storm taught you how strong you are. Now you get to enjoy the calm that follows. Your affirmation for today, Cancer. I trust my intuition, release what no longer serves me, and open my heart to peace, comfort, and blessings flowing my way.